Recently, we've had a huge number of massive eShop sales on the Nintendo eShop, and while this week things did calm down, or at least volume-wise, there's some absolute gems on offer, and a good majority of today's games, they do get a new low price. My name's Alex, so this is SwitchCorner, and today we're going to be taking a look at 12 games coming in under $10 or your local currency, covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. I also then do have a winner to announce later in the video for a $10 eShop gift card, and one more to give away. To enter, drop a comment down below, and that winner, they'll be announced in next week's video. SteamWorld Quest Hand of Gilgamech comes highly recommended, and it's set in the beloved SteamWorld universe. Now currently it is available at a discounted price of 72% off, that is a new low price, and this one's unique because it combines the universe's, let's say, outlandish characters and humour with the deck building genre. It features a solid selection of cards though, turn-based battles, and even some levelling up to a certain extent. For me though, this studio constantly deliver, and I'd argue this is one of their very best. Basically, if you like the universe or the genre, definitely come here. I had an absolute blast. Fury Unleashed then is an action platformer roguelite, so think run and gun but with constant deaths. It's 80% off then, a new low price, and basically come here for all out action. It features over 40 boss fights, a ton of levels including procedural generation, combo based action, meaning the better you play the higher the reward, and it even features multiple difficulties to keep you coming back. Took me a little while to get used to its twin stick control scheme, but overall I think it is well worth a look, and I particularly like the comic book aesthetic and the fact it packs in co-op play as well. Forgotton Anne is a stunning cinematic-styled hand-animated adventure, and here we explore the Forgotten Lands, a realm where forgotten objects they spring to life. Now we will take on the role of Untitled Anne, the Enforcer, and it is best described here as a puzzle platformer. Expect a story packed with conflict, and we are out to stop a rebellion that could prevent us from returning to the human world. We also get then special powers to assist us in this journey, branching dialogue options throughout, and a stunning orchestral soundtrack tops it off. 80% off then, that is a new low price. Untitled Goose Game is a charming stealth puzzle game that I featured in my top puzzles video on the channel. Find that in the pinned comment below. And in this one you play as a mischievous goose causing havoc in a smaller town. It is highly regarded with good reason, but overall, if I had to describe the gameplay, it's really the idea of distracting locals so you can go ahead and steal. I love the visual style, then it's somewhat basic but vibrant, and it received an update completely free, and it introduced 2-player local co-op. It's matching the low price then here, 50% off. Phoenotopia Awakening is an absolute gem of a game that I reviewed on the channel. Find that below, and it combines side-scrolling dungeons with an expansive top-down world map, creating an experience that was clearly influenced by Zelda 2. Now the story, the adults go missing, you must now save them, but the combat, the exploration, it's just fantastic, and you're getting a lot of game here for your cash as well. A single run, it's going to be probably around 30 to 35 hours. It's topped off then with a beautiful pixel style. I was particularly impressed by the animations, and yeah, if you watch old reviews like mine, just a warning, you will hear mention of a brutal difficulty curve that has since been patched. It's 55% off then, matching the low price. Fairune Collection then is a release from back in 2018. It features 4 games, that's Fairune, Fairune 2, Fairune Origin and Fairune Blast. Now the majority here, retro-styled adventure RPGs where you'll be out solving puzzles and battling monsters. You'll also of course be uncovering secrets. Fairune 2 however expands the journey with a larger world and more challenges, and then Fairune Origins, it kind of gives you a glimpse into the series' origins and gameplay concepts. Finally though, Fairune Blast is completely different. It is a shoot 'em up experience which you will unlock. Great stuff this one though, and definitely a bit of a hidden gem. Spelunker HD Deluxe is my pickup of the week. To be transparent here, like I picked it up a while back, but I'm still getting around to playing it, so don't consider this a recommendation, rather maybe you'll want to join me for the ride. The original release though is a classic, I played it back in the day, so I'm pretty confident here this game will be absolute quality. We're on the hunt for treasure basically, that's the kind of concept here, but this world is dangerous, think everything from traps to creatures. Expect however a slew of items to leverage on this adventure to help you out, and then it packs 4 modes as well. 80% off though, finally, a new low price. I do think that is a bit of a steal. I paid considerably more, Really gotta learn to wait and pick up games when I'm actually gonna play them. Freshly Frosted is a good option for puzzle fans. I featured it on the channel. You can find that review in the pinned comment. Despite its simple concept though of matching donuts with the right toppings, the game quickly ramps up the difficulty, so don't let that kind of, I guess, minimalistic visual style deceive you. It is incredibly charming though as well, thanks to that visual style, the soundtrack, even an attempt at a narrative, though I wouldn't call it a strong aspect of the experience. 35% off though, a new low price, and this one it was a real nice surprise. Descenders then is a unique one. It's matching the low price here, 60% off. I'm going to say it immediately, far from the best looking game on the system. However, the gameplay is solid and it's so fast moving you'll rarely have a chance to notice once you are heading downhill, and that's really the idea of the game here. It's downhill mountain biking, but it is a roguelite, so if you crash too many times on these mountains, it's going to be back to the beginning of your career, and it works surprisingly well. Now along the way then, earn sponsors, master bigger jumps and faster hills, and essentially just learn how to maintain that control. The music here won't be for everyone, just as a warning, probably my main complaint. It is drum and bass, and yes, I like it, but it could have definitely done with a little more variety. Darkest Dungeon, one of my favourite games on the console. It's back on sale, 66% off, and yes, we've seen it slightly cheaper in the past, but that should not matter. This game is a masterpiece. Additionally, you can find the Ancestral Edition on sale that includes all DLC content, but that is closer to the $13 mark. It is worth knowing though that DLC, it is very much playable content, it's not just kind of crap like cosmetics. Now this one though, it's a gothic roguelike turn-based RPG, incredibly challenging but also incredibly addictive. Your role of recruit and train a team of heroes to explore and conquer progressively difficult dungeons. One of the notable features of this game though is its affliction system, which adds another layer of challenge. Basically, characters can be affected by afflictions such as paranoia, fear and stress, and that impacts their performance as well as their mental health. It also features then permadeath, making things even more stressful. But yeah, look, if you like strategy and squad management, this game is a must play. And yes, again, it's going to take time to learn the ropes, but it is absolutely worth it. Everhood is by far the weirdest game on today's list then, but another gem. You play as a wooden doll whose arms were stolen by a blue gnome. That tagline on the eShop was enough alone to get my cash, and I absolutely do not regret it. It describes itself as an unconventional adventure RPG, and I think if you like games like Untitled, this should be on your radar. Expect here though an unusual cast, a solid musical based combat, and then a runtime right around 6 hours. It's 40% off, a new low price. Our winner of the week then, it's going to Ace, who highlighted Banner of the Maid and the fact they'd never heard of it. That one's for sure a bit of a hidden gem, well worth a look though, and congrats on the win, Ace. Drop me an email to claim your code, and everyone else, drop a comment down below for your chance in next week's video. The Falconeer Warrior Edition then gets a new low price, 69% off, and this is an aerial combat adventure game that immerses you in an oceanic world, and you'll play as a warrior that pilots a warbird. Gameplay wise, expect exploration, combat, recon missions, character class options, and even mount upgrades. It's unique for me because it features a few RPG elements as well. Now the visual style I love then, it looks almost cel shaded, and that's actually because the game features 0 textures, and the Warrior Edition portion of the name is because this features all DLC. That's a new class, a flyable dragon, new quests, new boss encounters, and yeah, it's even getting, I guess, a spiritual successor. It's set in the same world. That's a game called Bulwark. And yeah, basically I was lucky enough to play it recently, and you can check it out on Steam yourself. They're doing an option where it's called a demo, but really it's simply early access, and they are now looking for feedback. No confirmation of a Switch release just yet for that one though, so the more support the better. And that is the video down. Will you be adding anything to the library? Let me know in the comments. With that, a shout out to the patrons of the channel and the channel members who are going above and beyond to support SwitchCorner. It helps more than you know, so thank you all so much. And hit subscribe, join us here for reviews, deals, lists and news daily, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.